Supporters of a Baltimore County daycare owner were stunned when she was sentenced to 4 years in federal prison today.
Now, she admits shooting her husband after learning of allegations he was abusing children in their care. WJZ investigator Mike Helgen, he's live with what is next and the outrage in the courtroom today. Mike.
Denise, Vic, Shanteari Weems' lawyer tells us he'll do what he can to get her sentence modified, but there's no guarantee. A number of supporters believe justice was not served. They thought she would just walk out of court today a free woman. The judge said, no way.
I just can't imagine. No one expected this. 4 years no one expected that.
Outrage after a judge sentenced Baltimore County daycare owner Shanteari Weems to 4 years in prison for shooting her husband after learning he molested children. Danita Wallace is Weems' childhood friend.
Just to think about being in that scenario, the level of rage, what would you do? What would anybody do? I'm not saying that you're supposed to take the law into your own hands, but I cannot begin to imagine when the person that you trust most in the world has not only violated your trust, has destroyed your business, and also violated children.
Weems, a former correctional officer who lives in Randallstown, ran Little Kids Castle in Owings Mills. Her husband, James Weems, is a former Baltimore City police officer. She said she thought of him as her protector and never imagined he would abuse vulnerable children at her daycare. When she learned of the allegations, she drove to the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in Washington, D.C. last July, where he was staying while working on a private security detail, and shot him twice.
I really thought time served was more than enough, and I cannot believe this judge did not accept even the plea deal that was offered by the government. When does this happen? It's really outrageous.
D.C. Judge Michael O'Keefe sentenced Weems to double what prosecutors had asked for as part of a guilty plea, calling her actions cruel and the deal too lenient. Tony Garcia is Shanteari Weems' lawyer.
To get that kind of sentence is, frankly, to me, it's insulting. It simply doesn't make sense at all.
Now, James Weems remains jailed in Baltimore County. His trial is set for late May, and police say he was abusing his young victims inside the daycare's van because he knew there were no cameras there. Reporting live downtown, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
Today is Tuesday. It's February the 14th. The year is 2023. Grace, I guess you're going to be my Valentine because you just determined. I mean, he just ran over here. Get your ass over here. You just ran over. You want to be my Valentine today? Yes, I want to be your Valentine. You supposed to go to eat breakfast. You know, I took him outside and went around and around and around and around this morning, and just all his energy. It's just like, you don't want to go out there and play with Ginger? Why do you want to sit here and watch this boring video I'm making on YouTube? So this woman takes it upon herself to shoot her husband after she had found out that he had molested some children. So she decides to go to the hotel where he's working at some assignment, some security job. She decides that she's going to shoot him after she confirms if this information is correct. Now, I don't know if she was able to confirm the information was correct or not. Did he admit he had molested the children? Who knows? However, let me tell y'all something. I knew this woman was going to jail. When I first heard about this story, how long ago was this? When I first read it, I said, she's going to jail. You can't take the law in your own hands. I don't give a fuck what's going on. What she should have did was went to the police. My husband did this, and I'm just fearing this. I don't know if the police knew at that point or not, I don't know. But to go to that hotel room and take it upon themselves to shoot, they gave her 4 years in prison. The court system doesn't like for you to be a vigilante and take justice into your own hands. That's what the justice court system is there for. And I don't care about they had worked out this plea deal and all this shit. The judge can say, judges go off plea deals all the damn time. They say, okay, this is the deal. Y'all won't be doing this. She got 4 years in federal prison. This could have been avoided. But see, we all got a gun. I got a gun. I'm going to use it. Everybody got a gun. Everybody wants to use it. Take the law in your own hands. I'm a justice now. So when you grab a gun and you use it, then you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. Obviously, I keep asking y'all, these jail cells, these prison systems must be like some resort in Punta Cana or something, on the beach. I'm not about to shoot nobody for any reason. I'm just not. Unless my life is in danger. Now, if this woman's life was in danger, then she probably wouldn't be in jail right now. But her life was in danger. She went over there. Imagine she had killed that man. Oh boy, she got more than 4 years in prison. Y'all want to use these guns? You want to take the law into your own hand? Then be prepared to deal with the consequences of your actions. I knew she was going to prison when I first saw that story. I said, she's going to jail. Y'all didn't know that? I knew. You can't go around making this decision. I don't care what has happened. You cannot go and take justice in your own hands. I don't care what the situation is, unless you want to go to jail. If you're prepared to serve prison time, then okay. See, I don't want to go to prison for nobody and for no reason. So therefore, I'm not going to take justice into my own hands and harm and kill somebody or do something deadly to somebody, like aggravated fraud, shooting somebody. What did she think was going to become of this? I'm going to shoot, they're going to listen. Okay, yeah. Y'all better get that street mentality out y'all fucking heads. Oh, everybody got a gun now. Everybody. And they don't know when and where and how to use it. There was a man here in Atlanta who somebody was still in his car. They actually were driving off in his car. He left the car running. I don't know why people do that. I don't get that shit. I'm not leaving no car running ever. Unless I go to turn it off and it's still running, I don't realize the car is on. But if I make sure that car is off, got my key in my hand, before I get out of the car, I don't care if it's in my own garage. I'm not leaving no car running. And y'all, there's been plenty of times I got in the car and said, oh shit, I go back in the house and get something. I turned the car off, closed the garage door, went back up there, secured everything, then went and got what I was looking for. But this man left his car running here in Atlanta. Somebody jumped in and was driving off. He shot after the car. They locked that nigga up and charged him. Now, his car got stolen. But they charged him because he fired this charge. I don't forget what the charges were. But he shouldn't have did that. I have another friend who caught somebody in his car trying to steal it down there near the airport in Hateville. He heard the alarm go off, and something triggered him. He got out of bed with his gun, went out there and saw somebody inside his car, and he shot up the car, critically injuring the person in the car. The person had no weapon. They charged him with that. And I remember talking to him, he's in my car. I said, well, you can't just go shooting up a car. The crazy part is, now imagine if the guy who was taking his car and jumped out with a gun was shooting at him. You know, I tell people this all the time. Don't go looking for trouble. You're going to find it. When he heard that car alarm or whatever triggered him out, listen, I got 4 cars over here. Do y'all really think I'm going to get up at 3 in the morning and go out there and say, who's fucking with my damn car? No, I might peek out a lot. Well, I got cameras in my house, so I'll look at the phone and say, oh shit, somebody messing with that car. And then I'm politely down 911. I'm not going down there. I'm going to be a hero and say, fuck them damn cars. Give a shit about these damn cars. They can drive off a cliff. Take it. Give a shit about that damn car. None of these cars. Just take them, man. Appreciate the asset. All insurance company's gone. Ooh, Lord. Y'all pay it off now. Only way I would shoot somebody if they bust into this damn house. I'm laying up in bed sleeping. Somebody, and believe me, y'all, there've been some nights when I heard a noise. I said, what the fuck was that? And I got cameras in the house. I started looking. Because the house gets very dark at nighttime. And I put night lights up. I didn't do everything. I don't know. I guess I didn't just need lights on. Because one night I came downstairs and I was like, what? And thought I saw something in the living room. Oh, shit, I almost had a heart attack. It was just a shadow. But now I leave a light on in the living room because this house is so fucking big. But I got cameras around here. Somebody comes to his house, of course, you have to shoot. You better, if somebody busting up your house, a home invasion of some type, you better kill the motherfucker. They ain't gonna kill you. That's just how that's gonna play out. And I know my way around this house. I got two staircases, back staircases. I'll be tiptoeing around this house. It's gonna be like something out of a horror movie, like that movie that Monique was just in. But I knew this woman was going to jail. I knew it. She took the law into her own hands. Drove over to that husband. She should have just went to the police. However she discovered what had happened, or suspected what had happened, or whatever was going on, I wouldn't have went after her. She should have just 4 years in federal prison. They can appeal all they want to. That shit ain't gonna be overturned. You can't take the law into your own hands, y'all. If you like your freedom, I like my freedom. You can't go around. I don't care what's going on. Especially this was in federal court. I'm not sure why this ended up in federal court. I don't understand that because I'm a little confused why this particular case ended up in federal court. Maybe somebody can explain that to me. That he was in the Washington, D.C. area or something. I don't understand how that ended up in their jurisdiction. She might have been better. She would have stood a better chance in state court. But I know Washington, D.C. isn't a state. So I'm not sure how the judicial system works in Washington, D.C. Those of you who live in that area, I believe this is where that happened at, or Maryland or somewhere up in that D.C. area. Not sure how it ended up in federal court, but it did. And they gave her 4 years. And to be honest with you, she got lucky with 4 years. However, if you know of a crime taking place, or I don't care how heinous the crime is, you have to follow the laws, y'all. Meaning, you don't take it upon yourself to become the judge and prosecutor unless you want to go to prison. I don't care how angry you are. I don't care how unjust the situation. And in this case, he was accused of molesting children. Let the police and law, let the court system handle it. She would be free right now. And Ginger, get over here. Y'all stinky today. Y'all got gas or something. You over here farting, Grayson? Is that you down there farting? Somebody farting over here. It ain't me. Yeah, you cannot take it upon yourself. You cannot take it upon yourself to go out there. Come on, Ginger, sitting over here. Come on, Ginger. Ginger being sweet this morning. I'm tired. I done chased Grayson all over the yard, bit his ear, barked at the neighbors, chased cars down the street, ran in the neighbor's yard, all this before 9 o'clock in the morning, y'all. No lie. All before 9 a.m. These muscles run all over the damn place. I was chasing behind it, chasing each other. They ran into the yard, next door neighbors, everything up and down the street. I said, okay, y'all, I need a visible fence around here because y'all seem to be running wild now. As soon as I let them out these cages in the morning, they go buck wild out there, running. Don't take it upon yourself, y'all. I don't care the scenario. I don't care the situation. Because the court system's not going to care either. They just going to follow the law. You can't do that. They don't care. They don't care about the kids being molested. They care, but they don't care. But they don't. It's not up to you to handle that situation outside the courtroom. Let the police handle it. I know that some of y'all, yeah, she's burned. You know what? I've been to prison before. Trust me, you don't want to go. Especially for something that you know, oh, come on now, y'all. Common sense got to kick in at some point and say, okay, this ain't worth it. And when they lock black folks up in this country, too left and right, and don't give a damn about our rights. Okay, y'all. But that's on you guys. Anyway, so I thought I had a doctor's appointment today for my heart test they were doing today. So the past all weekend long, I was following the protocol, doing all this stuff. And, y'all, I must be crazy as hell. I looked at that, and this last night I was getting in bed, I was going over it again. I looked at the date, I said, wait a minute, this is not for another 2 weeks. I said, wait a minute. Why did I think it was Tuesday? I don't have no clue. So I called them today. I was like, is it? They were like, no. I said, oh, Lord. My whole weekend was shot down following the protocol so I can take this damn heart test and come find out I ain't in their test ain't for 2 more weeks. I don't know how the hell I got that so confused. What was I thinking? I don't know what made me think it was just today, but it's not. So, anyway. That was a wasted weekend, Super Bowl weekend. I didn't even get to really enjoy my Super Bowl weekend. I was following all the rules, not eating this, not doing that. And I was going to have me a good old time. But anyway, I just wanted to share that video with you all, that news report. I'm sure you all are very familiar with this situation. But when she first went and shot that man, I knew she was going to jail. I knew it. I knew she was going to prison. There was no getting around that. But, you know, obviously, everybody got a gun. Like you said, everybody want to use them. If you want to shoot that gun, go to the shooting range. I mean, there were some incidents. Something happened here yesterday in Atlanta. I was trying to find it. There was an incident that happened yesterday here in Atlanta. And I was trying to find it on the news. A shooting took place. Another one in, another some more ignorant ass shit that probably shouldn't have happened. I can't find it. I'll have to look it back up. But it was a crazy shooting that took place. So everybody get these damn guns. I mean, I'm telling y'all, we don't have a problem with using these damn guns. And you be thinking everything that you use. You can't take justice into your own hands, which is what black folks seem to be doing. I mean, I don't see the report. I do see where this man killed 3 people at Michigan State University. I still haven't quite figured out what that was about yet. I was reading up on it, but it didn't say. They're seeking a motive why he killed 3 people. I don't even think he even knew the people. Okay, so the police say the gunman who killed himself hours after fatally shooting 3 students was 43-year-old Anthony McRae. He fired. They don't know. I have no idea what the motive was. He was not a student or Michigan State employee and university employee. They were all students. I think this was a black guy. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I believe they said that was a black guy that shooting that took place up there at Michigan University yesterday. I believe so. But anyway, it's gonna be. I'm about to go get my day started. Make me some breakfast and go to the gym and do all this other shit. Anyway, today is Tuesday. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's. I forgot about that. Like that really matters over here. Tuesday, February the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. The year is 2023. And I'm out of here, and I look forward to speaking to you all later. Look forward to reading y'all's comments. Did y'all think she was going to prison when she shot that man? When she shot her husband? I forget how long ago this happened. But she just went to court recently and sentenced to 4 years in federal prison. She shouldn't have did that. I would have done it. But anyway, today is Tuesday, February 14th, the year 2023. I'm out and enjoying the rest of this beautiful Tuesday.